My name is Chelsea. Today we are at an indoor driving range. The session is being recorded and it's only going to be shared with my classmates and my instructor. Is that okay with you guys?
Yes, it is.
All right. So before we get into it, I just want to see if you guys can think of a time that you had some sort of injury or limitation that prevented you from participating in a sport that you enjoy.
I mean, I broke my ankle when I was younger and playing hockey, and I couldn't play hockey for 3 months, so that bothered me.
Okay, so how did that make you feel, like, especially seeing like your friends being able to play and?
Pissed off.
Okay, and then can you think of a time?
Yeah, I rolled my ankle playing lacrosse in high school, and it kept me out for a few weeks, and it was awful.
Okay, so it's important for all individuals to make time for leisure activities such as golf or hockey or lacrosse. Can you think of any reason why someone who enjoys golf wouldn't be able to play because of a disability that they have?
Why they wouldn't be able to?
Right.
I mean, there's numerous things, like if you don't have any, like, if some people lost their legs or their arms or something like that, I mean, it'd be tough for them to do. Blind people would be tough.
Okay.
But I have seen them do it, so.
Yeah. Do you want to expand on that?
No, I went to a blind outing. There was 18 golfers that were blind, and we went out and they had somebody help them, and we set the ball up for them and let them hit, and
Wow.
they seemed to enjoy it.
Okay, well that kind of goes into the next question. So that's one way that you can facilitate somebody who is blind to play golf.
Somebody's got to go with them.
Right. Can you think of any other ideas how golf could be adapted or modified to help somebody with a disability still be able to play some form of it?
I guess you could change the form of golf, maybe do something like mini golf or a smaller course like chip and putt or something.
Okay.
I think like somebody older that may not be able to walk a course anymore and all could play a simulated round of golf in here,
That's a good idea.
which, this way it would hit, then come sit down and without exerting a lot of energy, like for older people.
Yeah, so that's actually a couple of the main barriers. So some of the issues that people have is lack of accessibility. So there's some golf courses that, even though they're supposed to be up to ADA standards, they aren't, and they don't want individuals to be using a wheelchair on the putting green because they think they'll mess it up. So if a standard golf course doesn't work, they can come to an indoor course like the one that we're at today. And like you had mentioned, like, reduced mobility, or somebody who might be older and can't get around to all 18 or 9 holes, they could come to a driving range, either outdoor or indoor, or a miniature golf course. So now we're going to start facilitating, and first we're going to just do a regular swing, see how you guys do with it.
Nervous.
All right.
Not bad.
Do you want to try that?
Sure. Right, go. I'm in the sand.
Yeah, it was a little high, I think.
Not bad though.
For people that may have some sort of lower extremity impairment or limited balance, they can still go out golfing. They might not be able to stand the whole time, but one option is bringing, maybe not this type of chair, but some sort of chair that you can strap on your back, and then you'll just bring it right near the hole or right near the golf ball where you'd swing. And then if you want to sit down here, normally you would use a smaller golf club for this, and then Hey, not bad. Matt, you want to try?
Sure. I gotta
You're
get
left-handed,
mine.
right?
Yes, I am.
I dropped that under pressure. Oh, dropped it.
Alright. So another barrier could be somebody that has decreased strength and can't necessarily use a normal golf club. So one option would be a lighter golf club to be able to play with. So do you want to test this out?
Nice shot. Get on there. Ah.
The barrier that we're going to discuss today is people with visual impairments who cannot see at all that still want to play golf. So one option, there's certain gloves that there's indented numbering on them so they can feel the club and just know which one is which. But for the purpose of today, another option is for somebody that has visual impairments to go golfing with somebody who does not have visual impairments, where that other person can give them verbal cues, can kind of guide them where to go and everything. So for today, Matt, you're going to be the person who has visual impairment, and Jack, hopefully you can steer him in the right direction if you guys want to try it out.
Okay.
Right, this way, Matt.
All right.
I'm gonna set you up behind the ball.
Okay.
You can move in where you want to be. You're right behind the ball, center of the ball now.
All right.
Now set up.
Okay.
Go when ready.
Alright, now Jack, we're going to have you be the person that's visually impaired, and Matt, you'll show us how somebody who's not visually impaired can help him golf. So
Okay.
take it away.
Come over here, Jack. I'm gonna set you up right behind the ball. So right there, you're behind the ball. If you want to take your setup. Now you're at a par 3. You're about 103 yards to the pin. And
Am I
I'm
still on
out
the
of your
ball?
way, so you can swing now.
Am I still?
Go a little bit forward. A little bit more. Okay, right there.
Oh, it didn't feel too good.
Not so easy.
So in general, why do you guys play sports? Like, what's your top reasonings to play?
I think it's for one, it's a social activity that I can go out and hang out with people and really have some bonding time with other people, and it increases morale, and it makes, I don't know, everyone just has a fun time, and I think that's a great thing to have in your life.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I like that part of it. I like the competitiveness of it also. I enjoy that.
Now for like mentally, does it help you with any like stress relief or getting some anger out if you're having a rough day?
Of course. I mean, it helps get your mind off things. Yeah, and if you're having a bad day, you just come to the range and hit some balls and, not think about it, or get some anger out if you have any anger, or stuff like that.
All right. So if you play more than one sport, say you're at the driving range, you're here by yourself versus another sport that any of you guys might play, why might you choose to play a sport by yourself as opposed to a team sport?
Well, I mean, I would much rather golf with people, other people, but sometimes, you want to practice, you're by yourself, and, if you can, you always want to go with a foursome and enjoy yourself and have a couple cocktails after.
Yeah. So in relation to this activity that we did today, how did it make you guys feel? Like, I know you guys spoke about different times that you were injured and couldn't play your sport. And I know that hockey and lacrosse may be a little more aggressive than going to the driving range. But would you be more willing to modify how you play something and think of ideas to adapt how you play something so you can still stay involved instead of not being able to play at all?
I think just the exercises we walked through today really opened my eyes to the fact that, we can take a lot of steps towards helping other people do these activities a lot easier and better. So, I don't know, it does get my mind turning on, different ideas on how we can integrate different techniques so that everyone can participate.
I think I would do it if I would participate, if I was injured or something, and I had an injury that I couldn't. I mean, I see you can enjoy yourself, even if you're limited.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, thank you guys for helping me today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Do you have any additional thoughts or questions?
No.
All right.